morning students. Today I am going to explain the last topic of the fourth module, that is computation models in embedded design. In that I have explained data flow graph model, that is DFG model, and next is control data flow graph model explained with an example with respect to flag. By keeping the flag is equal to 1, it becomes x becomes a plus b. If flag is not equal to 1, then it becomes y is equal to a minus b. I explained with an example. And third type of model I explained as state machine model. State machine model, I took an example as an FSM model for automatic seat belt warning system. That is, I explained by taking two FSM model. One is FSM model for automatic seat belt warning system, and the second one is FSM model for timer. That is the example. In the same model, FSM model, I am going to take one more example which is very important as the examination point of view. This is VTU syllabus CSIS 4th sem embedded system, that is microcontroller and embedded system syllabus. That is, the question is design an automatic tea coffee vending machine based on FSM model. That is, the question is design an automatic tea coffee vending machine based on FSM model. The requirement is the tea coffee vending is initiated by user inserting a 5 rupee coin. After inserting the coin, the user can either select coffee or tea or press cancel to cancel the order to take back the coin. Remember, it is an automatic tea coffee vending machine based on FSM model, and tea coffee vending machine is initiated by user inserting a 5 rupee coin. After inserting the coin, user can either select coffee or tea or press cancel to cancel the order to take back the coin. FSM representation is given in the diagram. Can you see the diagram? State A, state B, state C and state D. In this simplest representation, it contains 4 states. Can you see the diagram? Within the circle, states are represented. That is, in the diagram, it is represented 4 states: wait for coin, wait for user input, dispense tea and dispense coffee. What are the 4? It is inside, it is represented as state A, state B, state C and state D. What is the state A? Wait for coin. State B, wait for user input. State C, dispense tea. State D, dispense coffee. These are the 4 possibilities or 4 possible states. The event insert coin, that is, you have to insert, the user has to insert 5 rupee coin. Transition the state to wait for user input. What is the transition? Wait for user input. The system stays in this state until a user input is received from the buttons. Cancel, what are the buttons? Cancel, or the user has to opt for tea, or user have to opt for coffee, or user has to go for cancel. Tea and coffee are the drink select buttons. That is, drink select either tea or coffee, only 2 options. If the event triggered in wait state is cancel button press, the coin is pushed out and state transition wait for coin. If the event is received in the wait state is either tea button or press coffee buttons, press, the state changes to dispense tea and dispense coffee. From wait state, if the user orders tea, it will go for tea. If it orders for coffee, you get coffee, or cancel, it will wait and gives the 5 rupees coin back. This is the working condition functionality of this example, that is automatic tea coffee vending machine. I will explain it once again. In the simplest representation, it contains 4 states. It is represented as state A, wait for coin; state B, wait for user input; state C, dispense tea; state D, dispense coffee. That is, state A is wait for coin, state C is dispense tea, even tea is dispensed. If you are requesting for tea, tea is dispensed from state C to state A. State A, what is? Wait for coin, event insert coin, action is OK. Then it goes to state B, wait for user input. What is the user input? Event T button is pressed, action dispense tea. That is state B to state C. What is state B to state C? Event is T button press, action dispense tea. State B to state D, event coffee, button press, action D, dispense coffee. From state D to state A, event coffee dispensed, action done. Is it clear? That is, from state A to state D, arrow mark towards the state A from D, that is event coffee dispensed, action is done. From state D, you are getting an arrow from state B, that is event coffee button pressed, action dispense coffee. From state B to state C, event T button press, action dispense tea. From state C to state A, tea is dispensed, event is close to state A, that is wait for the coin. Suppose if you give the cancel button, then you get the coin out. Event cancel button from state B to state A, cancel button, action, coin is out from state B to state A. Is it clear? Can you see? Event insert coin, action OK, event cancel button, action coin out. This is event T button press, action dispense tea, event coffee button press, dispense coffee. From state B to state A, what all actions? Event insert a coin, coin is OK, then action is OK. Event cancel button, then coin you should get it back, that is coin out. This is about FSM model for automatic tea coffee vending machine. In the exam they will explain the FSM model for the tea coffee vending machine. You write a 4 circles representing the states. That is, inside the circle representing in this example as state A, state B, state C, state D. State A represent wait for coin, state B wait for user input, state C dispense tea, and state D dispense coffee. This is about an example for FSM model for automatic tea coffee vending machine. Next, I will go with the next type of model, that is called as sequential program model. Sequential programming model, the functions or processing requirements are executed in sequence. You can see as a flow chart what are the functions this they are taking. FSM represents states and events. It is same as conventional procedural programming. Here the program instructions are iterated and executed conditionally and data gets transformed through series of operations. FSMs are good choice for sequential program modeling. Another important tool used for modeling sequential program is flowchart. This is flowchart. FSM approach represents the states, events, transition and actions, whereas the flowchart model is execution flow. The execution flow of function sequential program model for the seat belt warning system you can represent it as define void seat belt, wait for 10 seconds, if check ignition key is on, if check seat belt is off, set timer to 5 seconds, start alarm, while check seat belt is off and check ignition key is off and timer expire is no, then stop alarm. This gives the flowchart approach for modeling the seat belt warning system. Explained in the previous way, that is FSM modeling. Then I will go with the next type of modeling, that is concurrent communicating process model. What is this concurrent or communicating process model? Models the concurrency executing tasks or processes. That is, sequential execution leads to a single sequential execution of task and thereby leads to poor processor utilization. When the task involves IO waiting, sleeping for specified duration, if the task is split into multiple subtasks, it is possible to tackle the CPU usage effectively. So, this is an example for concurrent processing a model. Let us examine how we can implement seat belt warning system in concurrent processing model. In simple, this diagram represents seat belt warning system in concurrent processing model. First one, ignition key is on. Ignition key is on. On top I have written sequential programming model. Ignition key is on. Then next one, you wait for 10 seconds. After waiting, check ignition is on. Yes. Below that, yes. Check for one more option, seat belt is on. No. Seat belt is on. Yes. Then come to end. This is an end for seat belt is on. If seat belt is not on, no, then set a timer for 5 seconds. Set a timer for 5 seconds. Then check out once again, ignition on. Ignition on, yes. Then check out the seat belt on. Seat belt is not on, then it is understood timer is expired. If ignition on, if it is no, then what has to be done? Timer expired, then again check for ignition on. If seat belt is on, then stop the alarm. This is the sequential program seat belt warning system. Let me go from the beginning once again. Check the ignition key on. Wait for 10 seconds. If ignition on, yes. Check for seat belt on. If ignition on, no, then end the system. If seat belt is on, yes, end it. Seat belt is not on, then set the timer for 5 seconds. Start alarm. Check the ignition, yes or no. If yes, then check the seat belt. Yes, then stop alarm. Seat belt is not on, then timer is expired. This is the flow. This is an example for concurrent communication model. And the last type of model is object oriented model. The last type of model is object oriented model. So, till now what are the types of model we have explained? Control flow model, CFG, data control flow model, that is nothing but CDFG, and FSM model. In the FSM model, that is I explained tea coffee vending machine. That is I took an example of tea coffee vending machine. Now the last type of model in the syllabus is object oriented model. I will explain what is this object oriented model in a simplified way. The object oriented model is based on a collection of objects like entity relationship model, what we are using in the database system. ER model, called as ER model. An object contains values stored in instance variables within the object. What is this object contains? Values stored in instance variables within the object. Unlike the record oriented models, these values are themselves objects. The second point is object contains objects to an arbitrary deep level nesting. An object also contains bodies of code that operate on the object. These bodies of code are called methods. Objects that contains the same type of values and same methods are grouped into classes. Once again I will tell you, repeat this: objects that contain same types of values and same methods are grouped into classes. A class may be viewed as a type definition for objects. Object model brings reusability, maintainability and productivity in system design. The analogy is the programming language concept of an abstract data type. Because it is object oriented, we use a concept abstract. The only way in which the object can access the data of another object is by invoking the method of that object. This is called sending a message to the object. We are using sending a message and receiving a message to the object to invoke the procedure or to invoke the object. Internal parts of the object, the instance variable and method code are not visible externally. The result is two levels of data abstraction. These are the points you have to remember in the object oriented model. Thank you for listening.